Very good morning, my friends. How are you? Hope you guys are doing very well, and welcome on this new midweek analysis video from Extreme Trader. This is Salah speaking. Please allow me to share with you the results that we had so far for this week on the premium group on Telegram. As you can see, my friends, these are the results from last week. Actually, some of the signals have been carried since last week. All of them have reached the take profit number 3, as we can see right here. Meanwhile, some of the signals have reached take profit number 1 and also take profit number 2. Pound NZD yesterday we sent it, on Monday that we have sent, it has reached the take profit number 3. Pound AUD take profit number 2. Now, of course, I have to inform you, my friends, that each and every client that we are having on this group having their own way to use these signals. We are having many of them that their signals actually reaching take profit number 2 and 3. They just managed to actually catch it. Meanwhile, many others are just relying on take profit number 1. Now, of course, to use our signals, you still have to be experienced trader or actually having some experience in this market. If you know nothing at all about it, if you cannot read the candles, if you cannot really understand that the market is still gonna go on that way, then it's gonna be difficult for you. I think I'm gonna release a video very soon explaining the psychology about how to use our signals. And as we can see, this signal Euro AUD from 13th of August has reached the take profit number 3. And of course, we have to inform you, this is the yesterday news, by the way, core retail sales. And we have sent here the notifications to everyone to be aware that this news might change the market. Therefore, yesterday, Tuesday, sadly, we had one signal hit the stop loss, but also, of course, we had some signals have reached the take profit number 2. And of course, take profit number 3, Pound NZD has just reached take profit number 3, making 100 pips of profits. And for those who have taken this signal till take profit number 3, have already recovered any potential losses. So of course, everything is going well so far. Hopefully by this week, we will make sure that everyone is gonna end in profits. Of course, if you wish to join Extreme Trader Forex Signals group, please contact our support. You can find their contact details in the description below this video. Contact them today and hopefully we will see you there. So let me start by saying how much I'm very happy about my deal of the day signal. I believe it was really a perfect one, and I hope you guys have taken this signal and made good profit out of it. I mean, the reversal was just perfect. We didn't lose any pip at all, and the signal has went straight to the take profit level, making total of 91 or 92 pips of profit. Again, really hope you guys have enjoyed it, but I think I don't really have the right to be so happy, because almost all of the signals that I have sent from the weekly analysis sadly has failed. As we can see, Euro USD failed, Pound USD has failed, AUD USD failed as well, USD CAD failed so far, 4 fails. I mean, I really don't feel happy about it at all, my friends. You really have no idea how much I feel about when I'm losing any signal that I sent on the weekly analysis. It just makes me feel bad, because I know how much people actually trust me with the signals. But however, I have to, in my defense, I have to say that this was the first failure for any weekly analysis video since a few weeks, I would say. The midweek, yes, maybe sometimes I fail it, but however, the weekly analysis itself rarely to be failed like this. However, it happens. This is Forex. This is the market. Sorry, guys, we have to go along with it. And let's now see what are the next opportunities that are actually waiting for us. So allow me to start first with the Euro USD. Now, of course, for the Euro USD, we need to, of course, to delete the old signal, because right now on the daily chart, it's very obvious for me that the Euro USD is going to continue the fall. And for myself, there is no doubt that the Euro USD is actually going to continue to rise till it hit this previous resistance level right here, exactly on the daily charts, my friends. This price action, my friends, is very strong, as usually it's indicating for a bearish reversal or a bearish continuation in the bearish momentum. So therefore, let me just go now to the 4-hour time frame, and as you can see, this is gonna be actually one of the perfect entries that we can have for shorting the Euro USD, exactly right here. Now, we need to check on the left side to find that this level was indeed a strong resistance level as well. So as we can see, it was here a resistance level, but however, it was not a strong key resistance level. Let me just scroll more to the left, and as we can see, yes, indeed, we can see that right here, the same level exactly has been a resistance as well. And of course, it was a strong support level, which means 1.17476 is a level that cannot be ignored, and I believe it's gonna be critical level to start shorting the pair. I think this is going to be the best level to short the Euro USD. We have to wait for the pair to rise for another 35 pips before it's going to be valid for the short. Therefore, we can start shorting the pair, sell Euro USD at 1.17476. Now, of course, since we are relying on this resistance level, the peak of this resistance right here is going to be the edge of my safe zone, which is going to be exactly 51 or 52 pips only. Just like that. Now for the take profit. Let's go to the daily chart. And again, my friends, really this price action is very strong for a bearish continuation, and I really believe this one is going to work very well. So therefore, if we see any strong bearish momentum happen right here, we can expect from the market to continue the fall at least till it hit this lower level of the support on 1.16382. Actually, it has the potential to go for deeper than that. But however, for the meantime, we are going to rely only on the market to revisit this level of the support, which means we are aiming approximately 107 pips profit from this deal. So therefore, take profit level 1.16382. There goes your signal for the Euro USD, and really hopefully this time it's going to work very well and bring us lots of profits. Pound USD. Now regarding the Pound USD, it's actually very similar to the Euro USD. We just need to find the best level to start shorting the pair. Now on the daily by the way, let me just delete the old signal. Now on the daily chart, we can see clearly that the Pound USD is going to be good for the short, and it's going to continue the fall. So going back to the 4-hour time frame, we just need to find the best levels of resistance and support. Let me just show you something very interesting. Let me delete the alert. Let me show you something very interesting. As you can see right here, my friends, this is something that I have been saying on my channel for a long time. Always, if you want to start shorting a resistance level on a previous support, it's ideal to always sell at exactly the same level where the lowest level of the tail is actually reaching near to the nearest one to the bearish breakout candle, which means exactly right from here. Because we are having this tail, which actually performs a support, then it has been followed later exactly by another bearish breakout candle. Which means if you want to start shorting on the resistance level, that's going to be exactly where you want to short it. Now remarkably, if we look at the left, exactly right here, we're having also the peak of the resistance as well, which means this resistance is gonna keep its position again as a resistance. This is actually a very strong setup. I believe it's gonna be a very good one, and hopefully we will make good money out of it. So therefore, sell Pound USD at 1.37868. Now for the safe zone, of course, it has to be ranging just a little bit till the peak of this nearest resistance, because it has still, if the pair is ever going to go against our direction, I believe this is going to be the maximum where the pair can reach to, because this is actually the nearest resistance. Also, we are having here a support level. So therefore, let me just make it a little bit higher, giving the candle, you know, a space to breathe and to expand, sorry. So therefore, this is going to be our safe zone. However, the target is going to be right here, of course, my friends, because this is going to be the nearest support, not the nearest support, sorry. This is going to be the next support level for after our shorting, because we are selling right on this resistance. So this is going to be the next support. And of course, that means we are aiming about, I would say, approximately 100 or 98 pips profit from this deal. So therefore, take profit level 1.306904. There goes your signal for the Pound USD, and hopefully this time it's going to work very well and bring us lots of profits. Let's now take a look at the AUD USD. Let me, of course, delete the old signal because I think it's no longer valid for the buy. Now, allow me to show you something. Actually, what we are having right here on the daily chart, we are having right here this previous support level. And if we check on the past, we can see that the very same level has actually been a strong resistance as well, which means we have to wait for the pair to actually retest the same level, and hopefully we can sell exactly at the retest. Let me now go back to the 4-hour time frame, so we can see clearly right here, my friends, that if we want to go on my way, this is actually going to be the best level for shorting, because as I said before, this is the lowest level of the tail, and this was the bearish breakout candle, which means this is gonna be exactly where we can start shorting the pair. But however, please put in your mind that maybe the pair will go against us for about 11 or 12 pips. There is of course always the possibility that the market might go against our direction for a few pips before it's gonna be finally in profit. So therefore, let me just make it clear that we are going to short exactly right here after the pair rises for another 23 pips. But however, keep in mind that the pair has a still chance to go higher before it finally falls down. So therefore, shorting the AUD USD sell at 0.72778. And of course, the safe zone will be ranging for approximately 58 pips only. Let's go back to the daily chart so we can identify our target. Our target, my friends, should be exactly right here. As we can see, the next strong key support level, which was previously a resistance. This is going to be our target, so which means we are aiming about 89 or 88 pips profit from this deal. So therefore, take profit level 0.71919. Please, guys, be extra careful when you are trading this signal, since it sadly has a higher risk to reward ratio, because the safe zone is actually 58 pips or 60 pips. Meanwhile, the target is 88. I think it's not that good signal, but however, we still have to be careful about how we are entering with our funds. So please, my friends, if you're going to enter the signal, make sure you are having a dedicated amount from your account for this deal, so make sure you won't lose more than that. Now to the USD CAD. Let me just delete the old signal. USD CAD is obviously no longer valid for the short. Let me keep this one here. Now, it's very obvious for me, if we go to the daily chart, that the USD CAD has actually made the bullish breakout from that resistance level exactly on 1.25897. Now, if we look at the left, we can see that the very same level has actually been a strong support level as well, which means we can expect right now from the pair to fall again right here, retesting the same level of the previous resistance, and of course, that support level which we just highlighted right here exactly, that support level is definitely gonna keep its position again as a support. That simply, my friends, cannot be ignored. Not to mention, of course, that we are having right here a resistance trend line, just like that, on the daily chart. And as we can see, let me just zoom in. On the daily chart, we're having this resistance trend line, which has been recently breaking out from. So definitely the pair is gonna fall down again, retesting the same level, and then it's gonna continue the rise, hopefully, of course. This is in the end just technical analysis. Let's go now to the daily chart so we can see clearly where we can start buying or selling. Of course, we are going to buy the USD CAD at 1.25897, exactly at that level of the previous support. And let me just use the same edge of the safe zone, just like that. And of course, if that happens, we are aiming at least the peak of this resistance right here at 1.27234. Which means we are aiming approximately 133 pips profit. Hopefully it's going to be a good profit, and hopefully we'll recover any potential losses happened from the other signals on the weekly analysis video. There goes your signal for the USD CAD, and hopefully it will work very well and bring us lots of profits. USD JPY. Actually, I believe the USD JPY signal is still valid. So far, I don't see anything has changed. The pair still seems valid for the short. I see that the pair has actually reversed right from the support level right here. It had made 3 bounces, but however, that doesn't cut it, because in the end, we are having here a head and shoulder. We are having also a triple top, which means most likely the USD JPY is eventually going to be for the short. We just have to wait for the pair to rise for another 31 pips before it's going to be valid for the short finally. So therefore, USD JPY signal still valid without any changes. Let's now take a look at the USD CHF. Now regarding USD CHF, of course, obviously the pair is no longer valid for the short. But however, right now, if we go to the daily chart, we can see that the pair has actually made a strong rejection right here on that resistance level. We had several rejections happened on the same level of the resistance. But however, it seems to me that the bullish momentum, however, is stronger. Right now, the dollar is rising. If we draw here a support trend line and we just clone it, we can see clearly that this support trend line has actually been respected again. Now that tells us that most likely the next level where we can expect from the pair to rise to is gonna be at least till it hit the peak of that resistance level, exactly right here. Now that tells us something, that we can actually start buying the USD CHF right from that level, hoping for the pair to fall for another retest of the level. And as we can see right here again, my friends, I'm on the daily chart. We're having here a support level, so we can expect from the pair to fall again to the same level of that support and then gonna continue the rise. That's gonna be our target right here, because of course, first of all, it's actually matches up with the peak of the resistance right here, and also it matches up with the new resistance trend line that we have drawn right here. So we can expect from that support trend line to become a new resistance trend line. Therefore, that's gonna be our target. Let's go to the 4-hour time frame, and as you can see, this is the line, exactly like that. So as we can see, in the past, this was a strong key support level, and we can expect from the pair to respect this level again, and then from here exactly, we can start buying the USD CHF. So therefore, buy USD CHF at 0.91167. And the safe zone, of course, should be ranging just a little bit right here till that lowest level of the support, which means our safe zone is going to be ranging for 49 or 48 pips only. Just like that. Now, regarding the target, of course, as we mentioned earlier, the target should be right here exactly at the peak of that resistance level for the reasons that I have just mentioned. And therefore, which means we are aiming about 75 pips profit from this trade. Take profit level 0.91908. There goes your signal for the USD CHF, and hopefully it will work very well and bring us lots of profits. Now let's check the gold. The gold actually has been rising for a long time, and sadly it didn't reach our buy level, but however it is still rising. But let me now tell you that the gold has a potential for another good or really good short. Let me show you on the daily chart right here. First of all, we're having right here the peak of the resistance on 1797, which is, by the way, the last defense line before the gold can reach 1800. If the pair is ever gonna reach or break out from 1797, it means that definitely it's gonna reach 1800, which is not gonna be easy for the gold, especially with this strong bullish momentum. Most likely the bear is gonna push the market down, and they will actually make the gold to fall at this level. I believe it's gonna be the best level to start shorting the gold. However, we also have here the nearest tail to this strong bearish breakout candle, which means, again, as I have just explained earlier, this is gonna be the best level to start shorting the gold. Actually, we are relying on that resistance. Again, if the gold is ever gonna be able to exceed this level by just 20 or 30 pips, it means that most likely the gold is going to continue the rise. Let me go back to the 4-hour time frame, and let me just make it clear for you, my friends, that we can start shorting the gold at 1797.56. However, the safe zone is going to be small, because actually I don't see the gold going to be able actually to exceed that level. Our safe zone is going to be ranging just for 136 only, 136 pips only, because as we can see, we also have here a resistance level. So the gold has a chance, maybe it will go to this level, but again, I really don't see this is happening based on the daily chart. Remember, right now I'm on the 4-hour time frame, but on the daily chart it's a different scenario. However, remarkably, remember, my friends, the gold is eventually on the bigger time frame or on the long run is gonna be for the bullish. However, what we are trading right now is just the pullback. We're expecting from the gold to make a pullback right here to revisit the same level of the support on 1772. That's most likely what will gonna happen. So therefore, we are actually aiming the pullback, which is gonna be about 257 pips only. So therefore, take profit level is going to be 1772.14. Now please be careful, my friends, because we are just trading the pullback. However, on the long run, on the bigger picture, gold seems to be bullish. And however, I don't think it's gonna be valid to buy the gold right now. Therefore, for the days of this week, I believe we're going to start shorting it. Remember, I'm on the daily chart, so by the time this candle gonna reach this level, it's gonna require a few candles to reach our take profit level, which means hopefully by this week the gold is gonna reach this target. There goes your signals, my friend, for the remaining days of this week. And again, please be extra careful, be extra wise about how you're trading your funds. Again, in the end, these are just technical analysis signals. There is always the fundamental analysis. Please pay attention to the news, pay attention to the leaders' tweets. Make sure that you are updated to the news. Don't ever open any trade. Don't ever open any trade and just leave it for its fate. Make sure you are following it and taking care of it. Make sure that you are actually keeping your eyes on the news. And I believe you got the idea. Sorry, I'm talking too much. And the end, I hope that was informative to you. And I would like to thank you for watching.